In 1988, scientists lobbied for permission to take a sample of cloth for carbon dating.
I was in Rome at the time, and there was this real tension, this real controversy as to whether this should be subjected to these scientific tests. I mean, if this is the burial shroud of Jesus, is that not an indignity to what is the only physical link to the Savior? And others would say, well, look, if this is a fraud, we need to know one way or another. And John Paul II, to his credit, and the Vatican, to its credit, said, no, we're going to put this to the knife, literally.
Unknown to them, Pope John Paul II was already consulting his own scientific advisors and had reached a decision. It was a historic decision. Scientists were finally given permission to carbon date the shroud. For this test, the sample would have to be burnt. Permanently destroying a piece of the shroud was a highly controversial action. The church authorities imposed strict conditions on the scientists, only allowing a small sample to be cut from a damaged corner of the shroud.
It was a convenient choice. It was in an area of a cloth that nobody was going to complain about. Nobody was going to take issue with the fact that they're pulling threads from the more pristine parts of the cloth.
The section removed from the damaged corner was divided into 4. One piece was sent to Oxford University, another to the Swiss Institute of Technology in Zurich, and 2 smaller pieces were sent to the University of Arizona. The result was a stunning revelation, making headlines around the world.
The Shroud of Turin turned out to be a medieval sample from the 14th century, and that's what the radiocarbon date shows.
Carbon dating exposed it as a medieval fake.
We knew that it wouldn't be 2,000 years old after 5 minutes.
The Shroud of Turin could not be the burial cloth of Jesus of Nazareth. Despite the evidence, many of the faithful refused to accept the carbon dating results. Their belief in the shroud was unshakable.
Here you have the most studied artifact in human history, and science still can't give us an answer.
By 1988, the Turin shroud was the most controversial relic in the Christian world. Carbon dating had concluded that it was a 14th century fake and not the burial shroud of Jesus. But scientific tests also concluded that the image wasn't painted, and the cloth contained the chemical components of real blood. As a result, the faithful still believed that the shroud could be genuine, and the carbon dating flawed.